without her so far.
Yeah, for sure. Nina Shaw definitely proving to be the key that the Vulcans may have been missing, especially with their previous graduates from this past year, but the freshman proving her worth.
Top Gatesman whips it to the corner. 4-3. Ball a little too long. We will have a foul call underneath. I guess the ref's going to say she hit it in the mouth about.
They're going to get Shaw on that foul. And I believe it was on Dalen Thornton. That was the person the foul happened.
Wilkerson on the inbound. Finds Wilkerson. Excuse me, not Wilkerson. Taylor up top. Back to Taylor. Eight seconds left on the shot clock.
I was going to say, winding down here.
We're going to say she stepped out of bounds.
So, unfortunate turnover for the Golden Eagles. Lucky turnover for the Vulcans. I mean, the way it looked, they were probably going to force the shot clock violation, but still unfortunate for Clarion.
Smith throws it to Terrell. Looking underneath, Young wide open. Nice left-handed layup in the basket.
Yeah, Young finding that weak spot in the defense, able to just sit there cleanly and be able to be wide open for the quick layup for the easy two to put the first points on the board for either team.
We're going to have a moving screen call against Sierra Conley. That's two quick possessions that the Clarion has lost.
Yeah, just unfortunate series so far for Clarion. Two promising possessions, as my computer has a personal problem, but we're fine.
Smith on the drive, pull-up shot, rolls in and out. We're going to have another foul. This time it's going to go against the Golden Eagles.
I believe that's Sierra Connolly again. Yep.
That's two quick fouls in this court, and we will have a sub already.
That's going to be number 21, Malaysia Etheridge, coming in now.
Balling down to Terrell in the corner. Looks and fires. Yes.
Wow, what a shot there. Rare three shot by Deja Terrell, but fortunate for Vulcans for it to fall.
Ball up top, handed off to Etheridge. Etheridge driving around the baseline, twisting, not able to get the shot to fall. Smith bringing the ball up the floor for the Vulcans, pulls it back. And drives off the Terrell screen. Layup is good.
Nice take there by Jordan Smith. Able to shift around to the left side and get the quick layup.
So now 7-0 in the first 3 minutes of this game. Taylor pulls it back but hands it off, and layup is no good by Etheridge. Shaw brings it up quick. Right to fouled is Young off the rebound from the missed shot of Harris. She will head to the line.
They're going to get Abby Gatesman on that foul. That's the third foul now for the Clarion Golden Eagles. So already a bunch of unfortunate fouls, and that'll send Young to the line for two.
First shot is up off the back iron, no good. Second shot, too strong, but pulled down by Harris. Almost too far for Shaw. Ball was tipped. Smith able to come up with it. Shaw will set up the offense here.
So lucky break for the Vulcans. As the shot clock winds down, Shaw putting the handles, tried to find Terrell, didn't get it.
Bringing the ball on the floor is Etheridge, and with a quickness, step through layup is good.
It's a nice take, a quick two-step through, and for the easy layup, putting Clarion on the board now, just crossing the 7-minute mark.
Shaw over to Harris, picks up her dribble, Still looking underneath, but nothing doing. Finally finds Terrell down low. What a spin move. They're going to call for a travel.
As the band gets into it again. The band missing for a few home games, but able to come back now for the last couple. And as we can hear, you probably won't be able to hear them listening in, but we can definitely hear them. They're getting into it a little bit.
Yeah. In the check-in for Clarion is Alyssa McClellan. Taylor finds McClellan. Thornton throws it to the corner. What a crossover move to the basket. Just not able to get the finish. Number 23, Rougeau. Young's layup, no first shot attempt, no good, but able to get it on the second try.
Alicia Young being physical underneath the basket, able to get her own rebound and put it back up for the quick bucket. Score only 9-2. It seems like a lot more has happened for the score to be only 9-2.
Yep. Etheridge kind of fumbling around with the ball, still able to come up with it. Rougeau driving to the basket, stolen by Harris and bringing the ball up the floor. Shaw. Terrell for three, off the mark. And Harris will be called for the push. And in to check in for the California Vulcans is Sierra Bermudez. The three-point dead-eye for this California offense.
And she comes in for Nina Shaw. So Nina Shaw, one to see most of the game, coming out for a little bit here at the start of this game. Interesting to see how this will play out.
Taylor up top. So throws it to Thornton. Thornton driving the foul line. Picks up her dribble and loses Terrell. Nice jump shot.
It's a nice move there by Dalen Thornton. Able to throw Terrell off a little bit, get the quick floater. Sierra Bermudez now playing point guard against her former team, as she was a Clarion Golden Eagle before transferring here.
Terrell in the post finds Smith. Smith driving. Is fouled on the jump shot.
They're going to get Thornton on that foul. That's going to be Clarion's fourth foul of this game so far already. Well, of this quarter, I should say.
No, just quick fouls back to back for the team.
And that's going to be immediate timeout. So, Braxton, you know what day it is, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It is February 14th. It is Valentine's Day. So we have a couple graphics that our lovely imaging director at WCAL, JJ, made. So if you see them floating around your screen, just happy Valentine's Day from the WCAL DJs and from us here. Hopefully you feel the love in the air, as our advisor Gary wanted us to say. But looking so far at the stats, Clarion 2 for 7 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, no foul shots yet for them. Cal 4 of 10 so far from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, and 0 for 2 from free throws. So quiet side on both, 9-4 the score. Honestly, for as much as what's happened so far, it doesn't feel like 9-4.
Yeah, I say it's just been a lot going all together. 3 turnovers tied between both teams. I mean, like, it's just so far, nothing really the score doesn't really show what has all happened throughout this course of this game. And I feel like so far we just haven't been in there far long enough to really get a good feel for how the rest of this game is going to go.
Yeah, as we come back from the media timeout, Jordan Smith at the line for 2 foul shots.
Smith's first shot is up and in. I tell you.
Sometimes we wish you could hear the band because they're entertaining.
Terrell's going to get called for over the back on the rebound try there. Her first foul of this game. And one thing you hope she does is just limits her fouls. And as we've had a number of games where she got into foul trouble and was pulled out of games in crucial moments for this team.
Yeah, you just hope that Terrell plays upright and limits her fouls.
Smith off the steal from Young, not able to cash in on the layup. We're going to have a jump ball called.
And I believe possession's going to be in favor of Clarion. Yep. As some subs now come back in for Cal. It's Nina Shaw and Ayanna Williams coming in for Alicia Harris and I believe Young as well. Yes.
Taylor up top, setting up the offense. Running closely by Shaw, gets it to Thornton, guarded by Terrell. Gets a screen, hands it right off to Rougeau. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. They'll have to get a quick one up. Layup, no good by Wilkerson. Williams back to Shaw. For this Falcons offense, you hope Williams can continue to score inside the paint, as she's done most of the season, in a jump shot from her just a little bit too long and pulled down by Thornton.
A little bit strong of a jump shot. It's Clarion showing some decent ball movement as that pass sails over the head of Dalen Thornton and out of bounds.
It's always good to be patient on the offensive end, but oftentimes you just have to be able to, when that happens, you have to have either good play or players that are able to create shots. But when you wait that long, it almost rushes you in a sense and is almost a bad possession, because you won't. Oftentimes, we had a couple times, just haven't had a good look. Terrell double teamed in the post, back to Shaw. Smith finds Ramirez on the wing, fumbles it a little bit, but finds back to Smith, pulls up from the foul line, short. Thornton pulling down the rebound.
Seems like there's a little bit of miscommunication on both ends for each team.
Yeah, for three, and that.
Wow, what a shot.
Ball is good.
That was Cedrea Rougeau.
Oh.
It's a nice three.
Score 10-7 now. Smith try to find Terrell, but Williams over to Ramirez, and she banks in a deep one.
I mean, as you said before, Sierra Bermudez, the dead-eye three-point shooter, able to bank that one in, putting the score back up to a difference of 6.
On the
Tyler Williams playing nice defense.
Yep. Able to guard Wilkerson, and she will be fouled. It'll be 5 fouls in the corner, so she will go to the line, as we will have some subs here from both sides.
As Young and Harris check back in for Smith and Terrell. Ayanna Williams at the line for 2. And as you said, that's Clarion's 5th foul of the quarter so far already.
First shot is good. That will be her first point of the game. Second one as well. Adds to this lead of not much, but the team still pushing through as Taylor brings up the ball up the floor. Guarded by Shaw. Close to the foul line. Rougeau guarded by Harris. Driving, goes right up through Harris, but not able to get it to fall. Rebounded by Shaw.
It's going to be Clarion basketball.
Yeah.
It was good defense by Harris. I mean, staying with her person and being able to just play upright, not draw any fouls, and just throw off Rougeau enough to miss the layup.
Yeah. That's always seems to be one of the hardest things to do in basketball. You think just being able to play straight up without fouling would be an easy task, but It is no easy task, I can guarantee you that. Ball tipped by diving Williams. A little step through move, not able to get the layup to fall. Bermudez takes step back three. Off the mark, but pulled down by Williams. A little step through move in the layup.
It was a nice physical move by Ayana Williams, able to get the step through and the quick layup, pushing the lead up to 10 with 30 seconds and counting left in this first quarter. 3 by Gatesman, no good.
And Shaw to bring the ball up the floor. Shot clock off, 20 seconds left in this first quarter. Wilkins will hold for last shot. Receives a screen from Bermudez. Bermudez on the flare. Finds Ayana Williams. A rare three for her, and it's good.
Wow, what a shot there. Ayana Williams, as you said, rare three-pointer, but he gets it to fall, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, definitely there to get the momentum. Definitely a nice shot to get the momentum going. Right, score it's at the end of the first quarter, 20-7. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back on the PSAC Network, CUTV, and CUTV Sports 1.
Hey, I'm Dr. JP Stazzle. I'm one of the directors for She Kills Monsters.
I'm Jillian Bruni-Kreitzer. I play Agnes Evans.
I'm John Sape. I play Orcus.
Hi, my name's Belle. I play Vera.
I'm Elena, and I play Evil Tina.
My name's Amelia Pasoy-Roberts. I play Lilith Morningstar and Lily.
It's a fun show. Come see it, February 22nd through the 24th. Be there.
More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in the league's 23 championship sports. 18 member campuses, educating more than 110,000 students, with an alumni base that tops the 1 million mark. The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference, making the PSAC proud.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in the California Convocation Center. Score is 20-7 at the end of the first quarter. Right before we went to break, we had as we were talking about, a rare three from Ayana Williams, known more so for her scoring inside. Definitely a good shot, definitely to get this momentum going for this Vulcan offense.
Yeah, Ayana Williams, that was her 17th three-pointer of this season. And yeah, as you said, rare one, but it was one of those rare few that managed to fall.
Harris up top, looking. Williams thought about another three, but deciding to drive. Crossover move, hop step, but the shot is off. And pulled down by McClellan. Taylor up top to set up this offense, which we've seen almost every possession so far. Rougeau driving on Shaw. Pull-up shot is good.
It's a nice take. I mean, you can't go wrong with the drive and then the step-back jumper.
Creating just enough space and going up quick enough before the defense could get a hand up. Harris up top, shooting a jump shot off the right side of the rim and pulled down by McClellan. Taylor in the corner, guarded closely by Shaw. Will drive to the basket and kick to McClellan. Back and drive to the basket is short. And whips it passes Williams right to Bermudez and a dime.
I mean, it was a great look by Ayana Williams, able to find Bermudez on the fast break. Bermudez almost lost control, but able to contain it enough and get the quick layup for two.
Gatesman up top. Over to Etheridge. Kicks to Rougeau for three. And that's good as well, and she's on a tear right now.
Rougeau, 8 points so far, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3. Starting to heat up a little bit. Definitely one to watch as the game goes on and see if Cal can stop it.
Young driving to the basket, nice step through move, but unable to get it to go. It will be tipped out by Harris.
And then going to get a push foul on Alicia Harris. That's going to be her second foul of the game and the team's first of this quarter. Clarion basketball. With about 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second quarter. First half, really.
Heather Ansell checking in for Clarion. Taylor Rougeau in the corner. Back to Taylor. And from what we've seen so far, just keep the ball out of Rougeau's hands.
Shot clock bleeding.
Gatesman, and that will be a shot clock violation.
Great defense by the Vulcans. Just not giving Clarion enough time to shoot the ball. It looks like Clarion calling a timeout. Yeah. This is going to be the 5-minute media timeout as well. As we look at the PSAC standings right now, Cal fighting for the top 3 spot. I mean, they're currently 4th behind Mercyhurst at 11-6 in conference play and 16-7 overall. So trying to stay in it here as we wind down the season. And Clarion, as we said, still looking for that first win in general. Gannon obviously rounding the top. Unsurprising there, 16-1 overall, or 16-1 in conference, 24-2 overall. They've been an absolute powerhouse this season. IUP at second at 12-4 in the conference, 16-5 overall. And then looking at the East, Lock Haven at 15-1 in the conference and 20-2 overall. So Lock Haven and Gannon, the 2 powerhouse teams on the women's side in the PSAC. Westchester not too far behind them at second place in the East at 13-4 conference and 18-5 overall. And Kutztown at third at 10-7 in conference and 12-11 overall. So it's really, I don't want to say it's anyone's race, but it's pretty close to being anyone's race.
Yeah, these teams are just so evenly matched so far in this season. It's almost at this point in the season, you can't really afford to lose too many games. I believe we have a little bit less than 6 games left on the season. Yeah. You don't want to get into a slump of scoring and just lose a streak of games, as that very well may take you out of playoff contention.
Yeah, as you're like one of those 3rd, 4th place teams, every win is huge and every loss is just that much more painful. As we get back underway here in the Convocation Center.
Young on the wing finds Terrell, and Terrell will drive to the basket. We'll pull it back, step through move, and she gets the basket.
It's a nice move to offset the defender, get the quick jump shot up, and it falls, pushing the lead up to 12 now.
Rougeau in the corner, back to Taylor. Ansel for 3, off the front of the rim, and Terrell will pull down the rebound. Shaw driving to the basket, fouled, and 1.
I don't think they're going to, oh, they are going to count the basket. I didn't know if they were going to or not.
No. Beautiful move just to be able to retain possession of it.
That's going to send Shaw to the line. Shaw, a pretty successful foul shot shooter.
Shot rolling around the rim and good.
That foul on Clarion went against, I believe it was Autumn Taylor.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. That's her first and team's first of this quarter. 3-pointer, no good.
McClellan. Shaw bringing the ball up the floor and finds Young in the corner. Terrell will be called for the travel this go round.
Just picked up her feet a little bit too much there, and the ref caught it, calling the travel. And number 3, Sierra Conley checks back in for Alyssa McClellan for the Golden Eagles.
Taylor in the corner drives, floater with the left hand, no good. Ball batted around and pulled down by Williams, and she will push it down the floor. Will pull it back wisely and finds a wide open Shaw off the back of the iron. Young will be called for the foul, battling with the rebound with Taylor.
Yeah, that's Young's first foul of this game and the team's second of the quarter. 5:53 left in the first half of this game. The lead 15 in favor of the Vulcans. As Clarion looks to get something going, as the Vulcans start to double team.
In the corner, wide open is Ansel off the mark and pulling down the rebound of Shaw, and she will push up the floor. Bermudez with a quick trigger off the back of their arm, but right to Terrell. Misses the first try, but not able to get the second one to go.
Refs conferring about the call.
Yeah.
Looked like there may have been either a travel or a foul, and it's going to be a travel call.
Yeah, a little bit of a double whistle there. Why didn't he go foul? I honestly have missed it from here.
I meant on Deja, but
yeah,
we can't comment too much on it, so we'll let it go.
In the quarter, Ansel.
They're going to say she stepped out.
No. I'm telling you, even here, I feel like these the corners aren't very forgiving. It's more spacious than you'd find on a high school floor, but not that much bigger. No. You always have to be careful in the corners.
Yeah, the corner threes are what get you. You think you're inbounds, and before you know it, your heel's on the corner. They're going to get off-ball foul.
Terrell, I believe, will be the one who was fouled. Fowler going Heather Ansel.
Yeah, it was off ball.
Shaw throws it up top to Smith. Williams thought about a shot and pulls up. Off the backboard and rim, no good. Terrell pulled down the rebound, but will tipped out by Clarion. California will retain possession. This is probably the most we've seen Ayanna Williams work from outside the paint area so far in the season. Terrell, what a beautiful move, and able to keep body control and score.
It's a beautiful move there. Under a lot of pressure, under the double team, still able to power through and get the quick layup as the double team starts now from the Vulcans.
Taylor double team, but able to get rid of it. Ansel looking for Rougeau, but tipped out.
It's a good look there by Ayanna Williams. Able to bat the ball out of bounds as some subs come in. I believe that's number 20.
15.
Oh, 15, excuse me.
Hannah Wilkerson.
I can't see.
Yeah, these jerseys.
The jerseys throw me off a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Gatesman throws it to Rougeau, finds Taylor up top. Set it up. Drives. Another floater. Inside, fouled by Terrell. And she will head to the foul line.
I'm not sure I necessarily agree with that one, but again, I'm not out there, so I can't make the final decision.
Yeah, those are always tough ones. I'm telling you, it's so easy just to call a foul whenever someone just falls, and then on that call, an instance, Terrell would have to been straight up. I believe she was straight up for the most part. But when you have a size difference like that, it's just a matter. It's someone's going to bounce off. The smaller person will always bounce off. Taylor's first foul shot, no good.
I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys listening can hear the band, but I swear it is probably the funniest thing you'll hear in a while. The second shot's good.
Shaw will find Bermudez on the wing. Driving to the basket. Kick it back out to Smith. Smith driving to her right. She called for the travel call. As we've had a couple of those so far in this game.
At least it wasn't the Seton Hill game we were doing.
Oh, my gosh.
The Seton Hill game, it was nothing but travel after travel. Both sides. It wasn't just one side. It was both. But nowhere nearly as many here. But I digress.
Checking in for Clarion and Storton. Driving to the basket in a beautiful layup.
Nice take by Dalen Thornton.
Williams having to dribble around Bermudez. Fouled on the floor.
Now they're going to get her on double dribble.
Oh. She was pointing to the floor.
I think Ayana tried to do the power dribble, but they called it as a double.
Thornton and Rougeau pull it back out. Thornton driving on Williams. Pump fake to get on Williams in the air, but not able to finish. Ball pulled down. Conley's fouled, and we'll head to the line.
I believe that's going to be on Ayana Williams. That's her first. Team's fourth. Oh, team's third. Excuse me. They put 4 up on the board, so I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. That's going to send Connolly to the line for 3. For 2. Jeez. already. The sour candy I had during Charlie and I's radio show is getting to me. As the first shot misses.
Conley only heading to the line before this, to the foul line 12 times, shooting 10 of 12, 83% on the season. Second shot is good. So not a large sample size, really, for much of this team. Not a lot of them shooting over 40. Ball lost by Young, and it will be a backcourt violation. Unable to really come up and handle that pass from Shaw. So another turnover. Falcons have 8 so far in this game. Excuse me, that made it 9. As compared to Clarion, 7. Thornton picks up her dribble, finds Gatesman up top, going to work on Shaw, but shot no good.
As Connolly.
Yeah, right there in the right spot.
Finds herself right place, right time. Clarion's starting to press.
Thornton called for the foul. Excuse me, not Thornton, Wilkerson.
It's team's third foul.
Man, I'm just having so much trouble with these jerseys. This is by far the worst it has ever been for me. Like the numbers are just aren't bright enough and aren't showing enough contrast for me to really pick out.
That's what happens when the colors are blue and gold.
Shaw finds Bermudez. Try to get Bermudez on the flare. But Sierra just going to work. Bermudez driving baseline, left wide open. Floater left short. Able to get her own rebound and is fouled. Will they say before or after the shot attempt? And she will head to the line.
Great physical effort by Sierra Bermudez, trying to get the shot up to try and draw the foul. Being double teamed and able to draw out the foul. Both teams are going to be in the bonus now. It's going to put Bermudez at the line for 2.
Bermudez first shot off the back of the rim, no good.
A little too strong there.
Second shot rolling around and gets a shooter's touch and goes in, making it 30-18.
As a new sub looks to come in on the sideline, that's Talia Gilliard. Don't see her too much in games.
Thornton shot rolling around and in.
It's a nice move by Thornton, able to fake out Shaw on the move, able to get the quick shot up, able to get, as you said, the shooter's touch, get it to fall. As the miscommunication starts to haunt the Vulcans as that pass sails out of bounds over Nina Shaw's head.
As you said, mentioned a little bit ago, Gilliard checking in for the Vulcans.
She'll come in for Bermudez.
Haven't seen much of her as Thornton shot just too strong. Vulcans still able to save it. Williams called for the foul. Excuse me, not for the foul, but for the travel underneath. But are we going to have? I believe we're going to have a foul up top.
Yeah, the refs overruled the other one. The one ref says foul. The other one says travel.
I'm not sure. I feel like I
felt like I saw the foul more than the travel.
Yeah.
From here, we could see it pretty clearly. And that's going to send Ayala to the line for 2 because that's Clarion's 5th foul of this second quarter. So Cal in bonus now.
Williams too strong on the first. Second shot off the front of the iron and in. So that gives her 8, should be 9 points far in this game. Taylor guarded by Shaw. Etheridge driving on Smith. Boy, she'll say she kind of juggled it, or lost control of it, but she gets the layup to go. Shaw backed into a corner, almost throwing it away, but Williams able to get it, and Gilliard with a quick trigger again.
Wow, Talia Gilliard with a rare three-pointer. I mean, it was a beautiful shot, and like I said, a rare one for Gilliard, but able to get it to fall.
Taylor was double teamed, but finding cutting Etheridge and blocked.
It was a nice defense. I didn't see who got the block, but it was a very nice play.
Thornton right back to Etheridge, and Thornton left wide open underneath, but good defense by Gilliard. Clarion coming up with their own rebound. It's Conley. Williams called for the block up top.
That's going to be her second, team's 5th, and that'll send the shooter to the line. That'll send Taylor to the line for 2 as both teams now in the bonus.
Taylor's first shot is good.
You got to keep it together from the band. Come on, Braxton.
Second shot is up. Short rolls off. Tipped out by Clarion, and will be Vulcan's basketball. Clarion on the night, only 3 of 6 from the line. Vulcan 6 of 11, so not too many shots. But the Vulcans have capitalized off of most, and Gilliard in the corner. Pretty sure she thought about a 3 and finds a cutting Shaw. Another miscommunication and another turnover. I believe Shaw, it would have been to Harris, but I believe Harris thought it was to Williams out in the wing. As you can't really afford to have too many of those as this game will continue. Shot clock off. 13 seconds left. Clarion would hold for the final shot of this half. And definitely look for a momentum shifter here. 5 seconds. Austin driving to the basket with the left hand. Short. On the tip is Conley, but not able to get it to go. We're going to have a jump ball.
And that'll take it to the half. So score 34-23 Cal over Clarion. It's going to be interesting to see what the second half brings, but we're going to send it to a commercial. You're watching CUTV, Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
It's a 4-day format, which is totally different than a dual meet. Dual meets are 1 day. Even our mid-season meet, it's 3 days. In our schedule, we have a lot of back-to-back dual meets, Fridays and Saturdays, and that actually really helps them prepare for this 4-day format and what their body's going to feel like in back-to-back sessions and back-to-back days. So there's just a totally different approach of how you train going to it. There's a slight decline in intensity in your training so that you can perform over the 4 days.
I would say that my experience helps me because I know what I'm looking for. Finals, I know how many people they take back. I know how close it is, and I'm really just going out there to have fun and do things for my team.
There's such a huge benefit to having 8 of the 9 girls already competed there before. They really know what to expect. They know the structure. They know the environment. There will be a slight change this year. It's at a different venue, So there's some excitement in that and something that they don't know. But they know the layout of the meet. They know what to expect from morning to finals, the fatigue that they're going to hit, the expectations that they're going to have.
The atmosphere is really cool because especially when you come back for finals, I feel like everybody's super excited and everybody's really pumped up, and it's a lot of competition for finals. In swimming, like the top 8 is obviously really close in some of the faster like sprint events, the shorter things. So everybody's really pumped up.
I think some of our top events will be the sprint freestyle events, distance freestyle. We have 2 fantastic swimmers in those, as well as some others that can really put up some times that they don't realize that they can achieve. The hundreds of strokes, like the 100 fly, 100 back, 100 breast, those are also other key events for us. We tend to do better in the hundreds of strokes versus the 200s of strokes. The 400 IM, we have 2 women in that who kind of surprise themselves with what they could do, and I still feel like they could improve a lot more within those events. So kind of a little bit of everything, to be honest.
Hey, I'm Dr. JP Stazzle. I'm one of the directors for She Kills Monsters.
I'm Jillian Bruni-Kreitzer. I play Agnes Evans.
I'm John Sape. I play Orcus.
Hi, my name's Belle. I play Vera.
I'm Elena, and I play Evil Tina.
My name's Amelia Passoy Roberts. I play Lilith Morningstar and Lily.
It's a fun show. Come see it February 22nd through the 24th. Be there.
More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in the league's 23 championship sports. 18-member campuses educating more than 110,000 students with an alumni base that tops the 1 million mark. The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference, making the PSAC proud.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the California Convocation Center, where the score is 34-23 in favor of the California Vulcans. Hunter, since we got the stats, you want to go over some of them?
Sure. So starting off for the Clarion Golden Eagles, team totals 9 of 32 from the field, 2 of 7 from three-point arc, and 3 of 6 from the charity stripe. California, not much better, 12 of 31 from the field, 4 of 8 from the three-pointer, and 6 of 11 from the charity stripe. So shots haven't really been falling for either teams. In terms of rebounds, total 7 offensive, 10 defensive rebounds for a total of 17 for Clarion. And for Cal, 11 offensive rebounds, 17 defensive rebounds for a total of 28 for the team. So Cal better on the rebounds, both offensively and defensively. And I mean, turnovers and miscommunication have just plagued both these teams in the first half of this game. So definitely think that probably both coaches have talked about that, like wanting to hone in the communication between each other.
Yeah, Vulcans right now leading in that. I guess not. He didn't really want to be, but 11 turnovers as compared to Clarion's 7. But yeah, like you were saying, that's just basically one thing you definitely want to limit. And let's say you never really want to get caught sleeping, because next thing you know, a team could be right on your tail or even leading next day before you even know it. So definitely have to limit those miscommunications, especially going forward, as that can just be so crucial for any team. You never really want to beat up yourself almost especially in something like that. Always want to make the other team try to beat you, but definitely want to limit it as much as possible.
Yeah, one of the things that Andrew, you'll hear him during the men's game. One thing that we talked about was a lot of the losses that Cal has seemed to have this season have been in the final few minutes, where they've just kind of let the lack of communication and the turnovers get to them, and the other team just managed to capitalize and come back.
Yeah, it's especially as late game is so important. I mean, don't get me wrong, all throughout the game matters, but there's just times like that and games like that, you just have to essentially walk in and just, I say, get in the headspace. It's not everyone. It's a hard thing to do, but if you can get into it, it's extremely good for your team.
Yeah, for sure. As we're counting down the final second of halftime and we're ready to get underway here, I believe it's going to be Clarion ball, I think, maybe. Oh, no, I think it's Cal ball to start.
Clarion.
Oh, it's Clarion? Okay. So I was right the first time.
Yep.
But, yeah, as we're ready to get underway here, starting lineups for both teams, as it was at the start of the first half, are in. As we're underway here,
Taylor handing it off to Wilkerson. Double team, dribbling through it. And finding Conley up down low, but not able to get the layup to go. Good defense inside. Shaw over to Smith, wide open for 3. Off the mark. Tipped by Harrison. Shaw able to pull it down. Young dribbling inside, picking up her dribble. And back to Shaw is able to reset.
10 seconds counting on the shot clock. Got to get something up here.
Terrell inside, not able to get it to go, but will be picked up by Conley. Over to Gatesman. Tries to find a cutting. Wilkerson not able to come up with it. And Clarion will retain possession.
Yeah, Shaw cut off the pass, tried to just hold on to it, couldn't get it, ends up going off her hands out of bounds, staying Clarion basketball on the corner.
Taylor up top. Set up his offense. For 3 off the back rim, no good. Pulled down by Wilkerson, not able to get the second shot to go. And Terrell comes down with it. Smith on the wing. Terrell up top. Stripped and poked away by Conley, and that's a steal. As Taylor drives on Shaw. Spin move and just running into, I believe, Terrell just being knocked over. As I told you again, there's not really much you're going to be able to do against the size difference.
Yeah, pretty much running into a brick wall at that point.
Pretty much. Shaw on the wing finds Terrell at the free throw line, drives, throws, and will be called for a travel is Terrell.
No, they're going to get a charge. Or they're going to get a
charge.
Foul.
Excuse me. I said travel. Charge. I knew the call and just misread it.
That's Terrell's third foul of this game, so she kind of has to watch herself a little bit here, entering into foul trouble.
Yeah, I told you, it's been a few times that there's been a couple contests where that's happened.
Yeah, the last thing you want is to lose Deja Terrell, especially with still tons of time left on the clock, being only in the third quarter here with just over 7 minutes.
Rougeau on the wing, driving on Harris, and Harris will be called, I believe, for the hand check. Ayanna Williams checking in for Terrell. Taylor kind of mishandled the ball and will be a turnover against Clarion.
It's always one person from the band that just has to say something.
Always.
Yeah, pass was a little too strong over the head of Taylor.
Shaw up top. Williams over to Smith, and Smith will drive. Will pull up in the lane, fouled, and she will head to the line.
Looks like that foul is going to go against Cedrea Rougeau. As Taylor comes out of the game and Dalen Thornton comes in for Clarion.
Smith's first trip to the line. First shot is good. Smith now 5 points on the night. We'll look to add to that total. Second one is good as well. Thornton up top. Pull it back, and the ball is tipped by Smith, and beautiful hustle, and Young able to come up with it on the layup, and good.
Wow, what a hustle there by Alicia Young. Able to see Harris, actually not Harris, Smith saving the basketball, able to pick it up and score on the quick layup. And it was an excellent hustle by Smith just to even save it in the first place.
Ball was tipped, and they're going to say, refs are going to talk it over, but originally called Balkans basketball will say Clarion possession. I say those hustle plays like the one we just had are so beautiful, especially for team morale and just hustle throughout this game. As Harris gets a steal, and Shaw driving to the basket in the layup, no good. Harris coming up with it, and the putback. She always just seems to be in the right spot at the right time.
We always say it about her. Right place, right time. Alicia Harris playing physical, able to get the rebound. I mean, that was a great take there.
Yeah, Rougeau, just a beautiful hesitation move. Just to get Williams just a little stutter just a bit, as Rougeau has just been hitting the outside shots tonight. Shaw will find Williams on the corner and finds Harris off the screen, and that's good.
Beautiful shot, nice roll in there.
Yeah, Harris not really one to, at least what we've seen this season, not really one to shoot too much outside the paint as we get a timeout from Claire, and definitely wanting to talk things over. Probably wanting to slow down the momentum that California is starting to pick up. As I was saying, that those hustle plays do very well for team morale and just probably can get a team going, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, for sure. And it's going to be a media length timeout. Looking at Cal's upcoming schedule, next Wednesday they travel to the University of Pitt Johnstown. Then they come home for Senior Day here versus Mercyhurst, and then stay home for the next Wednesday versus IUP. and then ending off this season traveling to Edinburgh. Looking at Clarion's schedule, tough couple weeks coming up. They have Gannon next week away, so they travel to Erie for that. Then they travel then they travel home, and Slippery Rock comes to town, and Mercyhurst as well, and then they finally travel away at IUP. So it's going to be a rough couple of weeks for both teams, really. Probably more so Clarion than Cal, but regardless, still going to be a tough end of the season for both teams.
Yep. Yeah, IUPS, it definitely will be one game to really look for as we've gone against IUP. Just their defensive presence, which I guess definitely shows why they're second right now in the PSAC West. But in offense and defense, they're fourth in the PSAC. Last time we played them, just were all over California and didn't really leave too much space for any shots of any kind. So IUP definitely will be a team to look out for as we go on. And the Vulcans showing a 2-3 as they come up to press. Rougeau over to Thornton to the corner. Back to Thornton. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Thornton coming up, mishandling it, and will be called for the double dribble.
I mean, textbook 2-3 zone defense by the Vulcans. Able to play up front, able to get the double team, but able to then to fall back once the ball is moved, able to fall into the positions that they need to.
Corner Smith decided to pull it back. Ball tipped out by Rougeau. Vulcans retain possession. Vulcans catching a break. Lucky that it was not stolen. Vulcans right now 14 as compared to Clarion's 11. Smith up top finds Young. Vulcans going to have to get a shot up here soon. Williams takes a three and gets it to fall.
Another rare shot by Anna Williams. The rare threes, as we said, but able to get it to fall, and in great timing as well, needing a shot to fall or just needing a shot to hit the rim in general.
I feel like she's taking this game to really work on her outside shot, as we haven't really seen much of this season. As she will be called for a block underneath. Those are always those quick ones. We will have a media timeout. Those calls are always close to call. To be honest, I don't really think there was really much contact. Really could have gone either way. I'd say in situations like that, I'm a fan of a no call. Like I'm telling you, charges and blocks are one of the hardest things to really tell and call, especially from a referee's position. Especially if you're looking at the ball handler and not any of the defenders, it's really harder to tell if defense was set. It's such a situation. How many games do we have? The Vulcans have a number of games.
5 games.
After this one, will be 4 left. Season winding up soon. February 21st against Pitt Johnstown. As you already said, February 24th, Mercyhurst. IUP, the 28th in Edinburgh, March 2nd. As we mentioned at the beginning of this game, so late in the season for these teams that are like in the middle of the road, especially 3rd and 4th place. These games are going to be pretty crucial going into the last few weeks of this season. Can't really afford to get into any bad habits or lose too many games for the rest of this season, especially if they're hoping to maintain a playoff spot. California still hoping to they play like they have been playing. Shouldn't have an issue in terms of wins and losses, but there's always other things and other kinks you have to work out, and you're never really going to be perfect, as you're human. Nothing ever is. Thornton hits her first foul shot. Thornton, 75% free throw shooter on the season. Second shot rolling in and out. I believe Young is going to be called for the why did I say foul? I meant travel.
I mean, you could argue there was a little bit of a pushing there, but refs clearly didn't see too much.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised at that because she kind of, at least from here anyway, it looks like she lost it or got rid of it as she fell over. Referee is going to talk over a couple things. We're going to believe it's another shot clock thing. It's been quite a few times. Quite a few times where we had the refs talk stuff over, and the shot by Rougeau in the corner left short. Shaw brings the ball up the floor and set up this offense. Shot on the wing, gets to the corner to Smith. Shot off by Smith. Harris coming down with it, but not able to keep it. As they will say that Etheridge stepped out of bounds. Checking in for the Vulcans, Bermudez. Young will hand it off to Shaw. I mean, both of these teams so far, like especially in the second half alone, just decided to really set up their offense and really see what type of shots they can get. As you said, is a good thing to do, but after you wait so long, especially with that shot clock, as we have another turnover, Rougeau playing the passing lanes pretty well and will score on the easy fast break layup.
Yeah, Clarion now showing the press. Vulcans easily break it, trying to set things up to get things going again.
Ball tipped by Rougeau again. Bermudez coming down. Finds Young in the corner. Short corner shot is good.
Nice shot by Alicia Young. Able to get some points on the board. It's looking like Clarion's defense was starting to get to Cal a little bit. Probably needed that little bit of a momentum boost or morale boost.
Yeah, man, we just seen the Vulcans so far. It's a beautiful layup by Etheridge, able to create a little bit of space. But the Vulcans so far, from what we've seen, are just working outside their comfort zone. I guess Strom had a talk over with them to really just work on anything they really wanted to. As Bermudez hits that three there. Young, not really.
There's that. Wow, okay, series of events. We're just going to let it play out. We'll decipher it then afterwards. But all right.
Three in the corner. No good. Williams pulls it down. But as I was saying before, Young not really wanting to shoot from outside either, as Alana Williams finds Harris wide open. Alana Williams really working from outside the paint as we haven't really seen her do much of. Harris has taken a couple of jump shots from beyond 15 feet. It's just, I guess, today is the day that they just get out, work outside their comfort zone, work on a couple things. Rougeau almost called for a travel. Rihanna Williams picking up the steal, but will be fouled. We have in the check-ins.
As Angel Henry checks in, Shaw comes out. Shaw looked like she's a little bit shaken up as she goes to the bench. Hope everything's all good there.
Angel Henry not having a lot of play time so far this season, but from what we've seen, the time that she has made, she's made the most of it. Young missing the first layup attempt, but able to get the second one and the foul, and one.
Yeah, good job by Young, not giving up on the play, able to get her own rebound and go back up, able to draw out the foul and get her to the line to get one shot to make it a three-point play.
Young's foul shot is good, and that will give her 11 on the night.
As a new sub now comes in. I believe that's number 30 for Clarion. Abby Pinus.
Yep. So we'll get her first look on the floor. Tailored over to Rougeau. Rougeau having herself a night. She drives the baseline. Floater not able to get it to go, and Williams pulls it down. Pulls up for a foul line jumper and gets it to go. I'm telling you, she just continued to work on her outside shot, or just a jump shot, as we've seen prior. Definitely would have just taken that to the basket. She's very well capable of it. A nice reverse layup by Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor working against Angel Henry. Able to just drive baseline, go underneath. Bermudez.
Oh my
goodness.
Deep shot by Bermudez, able to get that one to go. And she is feeling it.
The Deadeye three-point shooter.
Now 3 of 5 from deep, a little bit over 50%. Vulcans as a whole 7 of 12, 58% from deep. So Vulcans having themselves a night in that regard, as they're not necessarily a 3-point heavy team, but don't ever shy away from it. So 3-point field goals, Vulcans as a team are 14th in the PSAC and shoot 28% as a team. So I believe up there is not really the attempts. Yeah, right now Vulcan's sitting at only averaging about 4 three-point shots a game. So not a lot really on that end either. But right now they are feeling it. Bermuda's coming up on a majority of the shots. Other 3-point shots are coming just from Terrell, Gilliard, and Ayanna Williams. 1 minute left in the third quarter. 60-32, and the Vulcans are really started to break away here. They're hoping to keep it there. As Taylor.
A little bit of miscommunication there. Henry looks deep.
And a beautiful find and a beautiful finish by Williams.
Cal definitely having a little bit of fun now. Angel Henry able to find Williams deep on the fast break.
Taylor driving on Henry. Pulls it back. Ball tipped out by Bermudez. .21 seconds left. Quick trigger by Ansel, and she hits.
It's a great shot by Ansel there. She said quick trigger, quick catch and release, able to get it, have it fall.
7 seconds left in the third quarter. Henry will take it herself. Try to get it to go, but doesn't. And that will be the end of the third quarter. 62-35.
We're going to keep it here. So, I mean, as you said before, Cal 7 of 12 from the 3-point arc. Bermudez 3 of 5. She's having herself a quietly good game at 12 points. I mean, Ayanna Williams so far 15 points, the leading scorer for this team. 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 2 from the 3-point arc, and 3 of 4 from the field, or the charity stripe, excuse me, and 7 rebounds and 6 assists, 1 steal, and 2 turnovers. I mean, she's having herself a game.
Yeah, right now she's doing it all. And really, if you were to look just like from what I've seen, you would have never known that she has the number she does right now. I'm not sure if she could manage a triple-double in this fourth quarter, but if she could, will definitely be a career milestone. 7 rebounds, also tied with Terrell. Terrell has been on the bench for a number of times, especially with getting in foul trouble. But I imagine at this point in the game, Strom just might leave her on the bench just to let the other California players get some time in.
As the internet would say, if they're cooking, let them cook. But but Terrell does come back out for a little bit here. It's going to be Vulcan basketball.
So as we start this fourth quarter, Vulcans with a sizable lead will definitely look to hold it, so I'd imagine they're in no rush to really do much on anything on the offense. Masad is young, tries to get to the basket, pulled down by Henry. Her shot no good, but able to come down with her own rebound, is fouled. So you got to love a hustle here by the freshman out of Aliquippa. Hasn't seen too much of the floor this season, but has, as I said before, has made the most of it.
I mean, yeah, Angel Henry playing really physical, going up between two defenders, able to bring down a rebound twice and to draw out the foul to get sent to the line. It's the first shot, quick, easy in. And the team loving it.
Yeah, only her third foul shot in the season as she hits. Second one up, no good, rolling in and out. Will be Vulcan's basketball. Man, you see Henry's shot. It's even in warm-ups, I kind of seen no backspin.
Yeah, it's very still moving through the air. But I mean, if it works, it works.
Oh yeah. Terrell in the post, going to work, just pulls up over top. Henry again getting on the offensive glass, finds Bermudez in the corner. Over to Terrell. Terrell not able to handle it. Fumbled around, and it's going to be a jump ball. Clarion basketball. As we're going to have a list of subs.
Yeah, nearly full roster switch. Basically everyone but Taylor is coming out.
Taylor bringing the ball up. Hands it over to Wilkerson. Wilkerson over to Gatesman. And pulling up is Taylor on a tightly contested three, and she hits.
It's a beautiful shot there by Autumn Taylor. Contested, as you said, but able to get it up high enough over the defender, get it to fall. Terrell thought about it.
What a beautiful pass. Right to Young, and a pocket pass right where it needed to be.
Cal up by 27 with 8 minutes left in this game. Beautiful defense.
Stolen. Williams. Oh, my goodness. Right where it needed to be. Just Young ain't able to get it, but Bermudez on the second chance. Will capitalize.
We said about the communication between the teams, and right now with Cal, just everything's seeming to click, and the team is just molding beautifully together.
Rougeau, too strong. Surprised the jump ball wasn't called. Held it for just a bit.
Surprised the jump ball or travel wasn't called there, but a foul.
They're going to send her to the line.
Ref's trying to get the number. I believe it's going to be against Sierra Bermudez.
Yep.
That's her first of the game. Team's first of the quarter.
Taylor having 7 points on the night. Pretty much had the ball in her hands for the majority of this game. And she hits that first free throw. Surprisingly, no assist or anything from her. And she hits the second one, so Gilliard is going to check in for Young.
Yes, Coach Strom happy with the difference in points. 27, putting in some of the other players to get them some more time on the court.
Henry whips it to the corner. Gilliard wide open for three. Rolls in and out.
Unlucky roll.
Rougeau with a quick trigger. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, what a shot by Rougeau.
Rougeau's just feeling it in this game. 15 points, 6 of 11, and 3 of 5 from deep. So she is feeling this. As Henry's tripped up, is able to get it to Williams, and Williams able to keep her dribble. Finds Terrell's. Terrell not able to get it to go. In a rare miss, really. from her.
And they're going to get the travel on Taylor as the 3-shot. Absolute swish-o-drano, but they're going to get her on the jump. But she didn't take a dribble, so they're going to get her on that almost every time.
Yeah, if you don't train it, it's so easy to do. The thing about it is you
got to take that dribble.
Yeah, got to take that dribble if you're going to have her footwear like she did. If you're going to not take it, you're going to have essentially one or both of your feet in the air as you catch it. But just a turnover there. Bermuda's a deep one. Left short. Rougeau throwing it down the floor to Gatesman. Gatesman losing and is going to have to pull it back out. Taylor for 3.
Almost looked like she stuttered it again, but that one finally fell.
I kind of thought about her footwork on that shot. Hits, and she's 50% from deep this game, 2 of 4. Going to be a kick ball underneath. Vulcans are going to retain possession. In to check in is Smith and Shaw.
As Gilliard and Henry come back in. Shaw, who left the game a little bit earlier, looking like a little bit shaken up, able to come back in now, looking better. So good news for the Vulcans in that case.
Shaw finds Bermudez. Bermudez whips it over to Williams. We're going to have a little bit of collision. Everyone okay?
That's going to be Abby Gatesman's 3rd foul. And team 2nd. Good sportsmanship by Williams. Helping Taylor back to her feet after that collision.
Etheridge back to check in. Williams throw up another shot. Ball rolling on the rim, hoping to get it to fall. Bermudez is going to head to the line for 2. Bermudez also having a solid game. 5 of 9 from the field. 3 of 6 from deep. Foul's going to go on Malaysia Etheridge, and she just checked back in.
Yeah, it's her 2nd foul of the game. Team's 3rd. Bermudez first shot up and good.
Bermudez, an 88% free throw shooter on the season, so pretty solid in that regard as she hits the 2nd one.
As Bermudez checks out.
Harris checks in. 69-46.
Nice. I had to sneak it in there.
Vulcans will look to keep this lead, at least where it is, and not let Clarion really come back in. Rougeau is going to be fouled. Are they going to say underneath, or are they going to say she's shooting?
I think they're going to say underneath. That's Shaw's 2nd foul, the team's 2nd of the game, or of the quarter, excuse me.
Handed off to Wilkerson. Wilkerson driving. Step through move, not able to get it to go. Ball rebounded by Terrell. Shaw's going to pull it back.
Probably just going to try and chew the clock out.
Yeah, to be honest, at this point in the game, there's almost no reason to really worry about much on offense. Harris finds Terrell. Whips it back to Harris on the right block. And tough shot and able to get it to go.
You see Harris proving to be that vital piece, being physical under the net on offense. That shot, that was crisp.
As now, Taylor's starting to feel it from deep. 3 of 5 this game, as everyone really seems to be getting in on this, and Terrell not able to get it to go, but it's going to be a jump ball.
And the possession arrow is going to be in favor of the Vulcans.
Both of these teams from deep right now shooting over 40% from deep, and that's, especially from three-point land, that's a pretty good percentage. Ball inbounded to Harris and a little reverse layup and able to get that one to go too.
I don't even know if that was more of a reverse layup or just like a desperation throw up, but I mean it worked. As they're going to get a push on Shaw. That's going to be her third foul and the team's third.
As I said before, you got to love the aggressiveness by this Vulcans defense, but the thing about it is, as I mentioned before, with how they play defense, you find the right player to really take advantage of it. They're overly aggressive. You're going to have those block or push calls.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, but it's like those are always bound to happen. As I'm on the board here.
Hey.
But you're bound to have aggressive defense. Oftentimes will bring and breed just a number of fouls. You just hope they're able to really, in the important games, they're able to really limit those unnecessary fouls as they continue on the season.
Yeah, definitely. Clarion here just trying to finish this game out, put more points on the board. I mean, you're down nearly, you're down nearly by 20, about 24, I think. My math doesn't fail me, which who knows at this point. You're down 73-49, but really at this point, you're just looking to put more points on the board. 24, I was right. But yeah, looking to put more points on the board. Just try and make the score not look as lopsided as it is right now.
Yeah. And just like these last quarters, especially this fourth quarter so far, Clarion has gone on a pretty decent shooting streak. Taylor's starting to catch fire. Rougeau has just been consistent throughout this game. Taylor 3 of 5 from deep, 4 of 6 from the foul line. And so they're really starting to fill in from deep. Probably look to hit a couple more as this fourth quarter continues. Almost that's inside, but passing up on a layup as Etheridge not able to really get the layup going, and Terrell's fouled on the rebound.
I believe they're going to get Sierra Connolly on that. That's her third foul and team's fourth of this game. So it's going to put Cal in bonus.
It is one shy. Man, for this first half, especially in this game, went by so quick. I'm not sure if it's just me, but I feel like the second half starting to drag just a bit. I mean, we are in the fourth quarter.
It is creeping a little bit, I will say. But there's been more calls, more stoppages like that.
Terrell fouled. And regardless of whether that was a shooting foul or not, she will head to the line.
Yeah, that's gonna put Cal in the double bonus. That's Connolly's fourth foul, so Connolly in a little bit of foul trouble. Definitely want to watch herself. And the team's fifth. It's Terrell's first shot, in and out.
It's Terrell's first foul shot of the game, no good. As we were saying, 9 rebounds. And she's able to get that second one to go, I guess, 2 points shy of a double-double is what she seems to be averaging so far in this season. So I'd imagine if she's really looking to score, she won't have an issue. As Taylor put it on a show, but not able to get that shot to go. Rougeau driving, pulling up over top Smith. Harris pulling down the rebound. And she just has a knack for tracking him down. Pass underneath to Terrell. Back out to Shaw. Shaw for 3. Short and right to Smith. But Smith not able to really get it to go. Taylor left all alone, and the layup is good.
Had Taylor on the break. Quick, easy layup for 2. Able to continue to cut away at the lead. Still down by 23.
I'm honestly surprised that we haven't seen more of the pension players work in as Terrell hits that jump shot.
Believe that puts her close to a double-double, but...
Yeah, 1 rebound shy.
There it is, 1 rebound shy of a double-double.
Rougeau driving on Gilliard, pulling up.
And there it is.
Off.
There's that rebound.
Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, so I'll have to check and see exactly if she has a streak of double-doubles. I believe definitely has to be a few games. I know she had one last time. And that's one area Terrell has just been consistent this season, especially inside and rebounds and scoring. And she goes back for a three. She's not able to hit.
Yeah, I believe Terrell had a double-double against Slip. I'm pretty sure she had one against Seton Hill. And obviously she has one here. And they're going to get a travel.
On Etheridge. All right, to check in, Miss Ansel. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm so honestly surprised California hasn't really worked too many of their bench players in so far in this game. Only going a couple bench cheap as coach normally does on this team. But honestly surprised she's not giving others time to work in.
And that's going to be Sierra Connolly's 5th foul. She is now out of the game as number 5, Alyssa McClellan, checks in. And it's going to send Deja to the line for 2.
First shot, no good. So Terrell, no stranger really going to the foul line with how much she's working inside. Terrell, a 73% free throw shooter on the season. Now she hits the second one. To check in for Clarion. This is Dominica Logue.
And I believe she checks in for Etheridge.
Yep.
So yeah, new face for the Golden Eagles checking in.
As we have also look over to the table as we have the Vulcans. Anyways, Terrell gets a steal.
There's your bench that you were talking about.
Timeout by the Vulcans. Sean probably just really calling the time really to bring in the subs. Give them some time to work.
Yeah, in the final 2 minutes here, they're definitely, you're up by 26. And, I mean, barring some miracle, it's safe to say that this game is probably wrapped up.
Yeah.
So it doesn't surprise me that Strom called timeout now to bring in the subs for the final 2 minutes of the game, get them some playing time, get them some reps in game speed scenarios.
Yeah. Excuse me.
No, you're good.
But I guess in this, especially at this stage, especially outside of probably high school on up, when you have players, you want them to develop, but at the same time, you want to have a winning season, really to make playoffs. And I guess that's really the main battle of a coach, really finding that line, that middle line, in the right mix of newer players, really to get them to work some, because you never just want to have them go into the next season and not having had played a lot of and just really caught off guard. Robinson,
as the fan favorite, Hayden Robinson, the quick layup and the foul. Bench ecstatic for her. That foul's going to go against McClellan. That's her first. And the teams, who knows? I mean, they stopped counting after 5. But Robinson to make this a 3-point play for the Vulcans. And it's going to be out.
Just a bit too strong. Hayden Robinson, what a pretty strong move inside. Over the corner. And back. Up top, McClellan hands it off to Taylor. They're going to say she's fouled before the shot, I believe. No, they're going to say she's heading to the line. Foul's going on Olivia Huffman, her first of the game.
Is the band getting into it again?
Yep.
First shot, no good.
Taylor's first shot, no. Yeah, you just said that. I'm not even listening at this point.
You're out of things. You're out of things.
Yeah.
You just want the game to be over. It's a minute and 30. You can make it. I promise. You'll be okay.
Taylor's second shot is good. Minute and a half left in his game. At this point, you're hoping to at least catch a glimpse of what the rest of this Vulcans team is able to do. Gilliard up top. Good screen by Huffman. Step back three. Just a bit too strong. Henry just been on the glass and capitalizes with the layup there.
Angel Henry, beautiful layup. You gotta love when the bench gets into it, supporting their fellow teammates.
Gilliard fouled, and she's going to head to the line.
It's going to go against Jalen Twitty, excuse me.
Man, I'm starting to see why teachers have trouble with names. This is like the most, I guess you grew up with like the same amount of guys and play the same amount of people on the season, so you never really think of their names too much, but when you start seeing all these other teams and these names are just interesting.
Well, it's that, and you always get used to your home team. You just never get used to your way. As Gilliard's second shot is good. Final minute of this game, winding down.
And Vulcan's up 30. Taylor going to work. And Gilliard kicks it to Ansel. Twitty drives, is fouled on the layup. She's going to head to the line.
Yeah, it's going to be Robinson's first foul, team's fifth. That's going to put both teams in the double bonus. So regardless, from here on out, all fouls are going to result in foul shots. So this final 42 seconds is probably going to drag out a little bit.
Yeah, you just hope they just choose this to play straight up, but you never know.
I mean, you're down 30 with less than 50 seconds left. You would think that there's just, you want to get done, you want to get out of here, but there are some teams that want to play as physical as they can, try and get some more points on the board.
Yeah, generally when you throw your bench in there, you're basically saying you're just willing just to continue to play like they have been. Robinson finds a cutting Huffman, and the layup is good.
The bench loving it. Ref conferring with the table. Probably on game clock.
That's Huffman's first basket of this season, so congrats to her.
Yeah, you got to love when the bench players get involved in that. The starters are on the bench cheering them on, making some noise for their fellow teammates. And I believe that Clarion's probably just going to let this time run low, run down, play it till last shot, and call it a day. As the final seconds wind down here.
Ansel for three. Off the
Shot
mark.
is no good.
Yeah, and
that'll do it.
Final score, 84-53. So Vulcans coming out with a decisive victory. We'll look to continue this win streak going in to the next game, and that is against Pitt Johnstown, at Pitt Johnstown. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. My name is Braxton Turner, and joined with me is Hunter Garman. Thank you for watching. Don't go anywhere. We will have the men's game right after this. And this has been on the PSAC Network and CUTV and CUTV Sports 1.